Hey there, it's Dave with FlipperForce. Excited to announce we just launched a new update to our user management functionality that adds in project permissions and access control. So that way you can lock down your company workspace and prevent users from accessing certain projects in your company workspace. So right now I've got user management open here. You can access that by going up here to users. This is really only going to affect any of those users that are using the small business or enterprise plans that are taking advantage of those project team workspaces where you can add multiple users to your company workspace and account, so that way you can collaborate with your team members to get stuff done on your projects. So if you're on the small business plan or the enterprise plan, this new functionality is going to be for you. If you are using one of those solo pro plans, you won't have this functionality in your account. But if you go up here to users and click on the user management page, that's where you can manage all of the users that you've added to your company workspace. So you can see here I've added 3 users to our company workspace. I'm the main owner of the account here, but then I've added Andy Reid, and then I've added Patrick Mahomes to our account. It looks like Patrick's invite is still pending, so not really sure why he hasn't accepted my invite yet. He must be busy beating up on the Oakland Raiders or Las Vegas Raiders, whatever. So hopefully he'll accept that invite at some point. What you can do is you can lock down the access that each of your users can have in your company workspace. So if you click on Edit Access here, you'll be able to control the projects that they have access to, as well as control the software tools and features that they have access to. So you can see here there's a Project Access tab and a Software Access tab. Project Access gives you the ability to lock down the projects that they have control to. Right now you can see the default setting is to give Andy Reid access to all of our projects in our workspace. So if you select global access, that's going to give them global access to all projects in the company workspace. Otherwise, you can select project by project, and if you do the project by project basis, it's basically just going to give you a list view of all of the active projects that you've created in your company account. So then from there you can turn on or turn off the access. So if you don't want them to have access to a specific project, you can turn those off, and then just leave on whatever access to the project that you do want them to have access to. You can just leave that access on here, click save, and now when Andy Reid goes in to log into FlipperForce, the next time he logs in, he's only going to see the Cat House project. So he's not going to see the Bat House, he's not going to see 1234 Main Street, he's only going to see the Cat House project. And then another thing that we can do is you can control the software access to the different tools and features that he has in his account. So I guess, for example, if Andy Reid, if he's only responsible for analyzing the deals and estimating the repair costs, we can turn off all these other features here and just give him access to the flip analyzer and the repair estimator, so that way he can help us with those tools and not get distracted with all these other tools that we have in the software. Or maybe there's some financial data or profit data that you don't want that specific user to see. You can always lock that stuff down to prevent them from seeing that. That way they won't be able to see that data and information there. And then once you get done with that, just click save. And now when Andy logs into the account, hopefully when he gets back from Vegas after beating up on the Raiders, he'll be able to come in to his FlipperForce account here, help me with this Cat House project. He needs to help me estimate the repair costs on the Cat House and get that stuff figured out. So hopefully he'll have some time this week to do that, and he'll be able to help me collaborate on that. But he won't be able to see my other Bat House projects for 1234 Main Street because we've got that all locked down. So that's a quick overview of the project access control and the software access control. Hopefully you find that useful if you are working with other team members or contractors and you don't want them to see specific projects or specific tools or features in the software. You'll be able to lock that stuff down and only show them the stuff that you want them to see in your company workspace. So let us know if you have any questions or feedback.